and great evening once again to the Sonya Dungee podcast, where conversation is always the essence of the soul. I am your host, Sonya Dungee, and yes, still bringing that heat to the IG, Facebook, YouTube, and now TikTok streets. So, first and foremost, before we get started, I want to thank you for joining as always. I want to acknowledge you for the feedback that I have been receiving via text messages, via emails, DMs, phone calls. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. So, before we really get started today, I want to know how you're doing, how your weekend was, what your plans are. So you can either DM me or you can comment in the chat as well. For me, I had an amazing weekend that just passed. So on Saturday, we got to do a community give back on behalf of New Vision Pioneers, in which I am the president of. And I got an opportunity to really meet some outstanding people in the community. I got an opportunity to network with them, and I am excited about the future endeavors that we will be joining and locking arms with. So I'm super excited about that. And then on Sunday, through the Eastern Farm Workers Association that we are also affiliated with, they presented New Vision Pioneers with a plaque for the achievements that we have done in the community. So thank you as well. And I encourage each and every one of you, if possible, to volunteer. Volunteering is so important. You never know what somebody is going through, and just your presence makes such a difference. So you do so. And I'm going to be jumping back and forth in the comments as well. I see you. Angel Hearts for Hope. Thank you so much. I see that Harlem has joined. I see you, North Carolina. I see you, New York, one of my new viewers that I actually had the opportunity of meeting this weekend and excited about, like I said, joining forces with them as well. So I'm going to be jumping back and forth because I don't want to miss anyone. So let me jump on the phone and so that I can get the other platforms as well, because I never intentionally leave anyone out. So let's see what's going on here. There we go. All right, we're all set now. All right, so as we get closer to the holiday season with Christmas right around the corner, there's Hanukkah, there's Kwanzaa. We have a bit of everything. El Dia de los Reyes in January. I just want to acknowledge the fact that you're never alone. You are never alone. I'm always available, and really take notes about what you're about to hear tonight, because this is what has changed life. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about that. So let's just jump into it. If you notice, I am back in the studio. You might hear my grandson because he had to come and he's in the background as always. So it's a family affair. So let's see. So with that being said, tonight we're going to be talking about 6 actionable steps to be able to move forward and start that healing process, start coloring your world once again after the hardship, the grief, and the life challenges. So if you've been through the storms of life, you know the feeling of having your world lose its color. And there was a time not that long ago when my world too lost its color. And it was during the height of the pandemic. More precisely, it was on a frigid, cold Saturday, January the 23rd of 2021, at the VA hospital in Northport, New York. And as I sat reluctantly at my dad's hospital bed. And let me explain reluctantly. It wasn't that I didn't care. I knew what was to come, and I figured if I wasn't there, I could stop it from happening. But boy, was I wrong. So it was me sitting at my dad's hospital bed, and I did have family nearby. I had family outside because of the pandemic. They would only allow two. And my daughter was actually Zooming it as well because we have family that was all over the United States and in other countries as well. And they weren't able to jump on a plane in short notice. And so they wanted to say goodbye to my dad. And so that was the reason why we had to do it that way. But me being the only sibling in New York, it was my responsibility to be there with my dad as best I could while my siblings were as close as they could be. So as I sat and I looked into my dad's eyes, I noticed a tear, coming down his cheek. And it was at that very moment that he took his last breath here on this earth and his first breath in heaven. And as a result of that, I was catapulted into a dark, dismal place full of pain and heartache where I was stuck, literally stuck for 342 days. You see, I experienced rapid weight loss. I didn't even realize I wasn't eating. I isolated myself from my friends and my family because I knew they were grieving and I didn't want to add to that burden. So I kept it to myself, so I thought. And I had that constant need to run every chance that I could get just to feel that closeness to my dad, whose ashes was entombed behind the Calabarium Wall in Calverton National Cemetery, Calverton, New York. And it wasn't until my perspective changed when enough became enough. It was then that I knew I needed help. I couldn't do it alone. I tried that for 342 days and it got me absolutely, positively nowhere fast. If you didn't know, willpower alone will never outdo community. So there was no way I could do it alone. And so I sought out a mentor, coach, and that came with the Be Iconic community. And I became teachable, coachable. I showed up. I was intentional. I stayed as focus could be, sometimes crying my eyes out. And my mentor, Mr. Darren Walker, told me if I was teachable, if I was coachable, and if I showed up, he would help me. Because you see, I knew I had a walk in purpose. I knew that there was more in life. I knew there was on 4 occasions that my life could have been taken. And I wanted more. I wanted to help those that were struggling the same way I was. I wanted to be that one for them. And so, like I said, I showed up. I did the work. I became a forever student. And because of that, I was able to move forward, to begin coloring my world once again. And today, as a result, you see, I get to help those who are stuck and broken from grief, from hardship, from life challenges, that are suffering in silence the same way I was, with no direction, no end in sight, but who's ready to move forward, to become resilient and empowered with an attitude of expectation and of excellence, to reach their economic independence, so that they too can be destined for their greatness, to thrive while walking fully in their God-given purpose. Because we all have that walk. We all have a purpose. It's up to us to find that purpose so that we can help those that we were put here to help. And so I want to thank you for allowing me to share that story. And the reason why I do that with transparency and vulnerability is because my hope is, by doing these podcasts each and every Wednesday without fail, we're at episode 198, isn't because I have nothing better to do. It isn't because I'm looking for publicity. I do this because if I'm able to help one person, just one person, go from stuck with no direction, suffering in silence, and all the things that I did, all the things that I went through to get me where I am today, then it's all worth it. It's all worth it. I'm just jumping back and forth between the various platforms because, again, I don't want to miss anyone here. I want to thank you, Jacksonville, Florida, for joining. Thank you so much. North Carolina's in the building. I see Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. I see Miami. Thank you. And I know New York. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And in the comments I'm reading, thank you for sharing your story, Coach Dungee. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Amen. Helping just one person means that your effort is not being in vain. Absolutely. This is the reason why I do this. This is the reason why I do this. Because you see, I didn't have that one. I had family when I didn't realize that they knew they knew. But you see, I didn't know I can go to a platform. I didn't know what platform to go to. I didn't know who to look for. I didn't know who to listen to. And that's the reason. And when I ask you for your comments and your DMs, again, it means the world to me because I want to know that what I'm doing is helping someone. Because if it's not, then I need to reevaluate what it is I'm doing. Great night, Boss Warrior Queen. Thank you for joining from the islands. I appreciate you. So let's just move on. And again, I will be back and forth in the comments. So the first step is small steps. Start with one small stroke. You see, the truth is, in healing, it's a journey. It's a journey of rediscovering. It's a journey of bringing back the colors, one crayon at a time. You see, when we think about moving forward, we often believe that change is huge, that we can't handle it. It's too big. It's too much. But see, the reality of it is healing and growing, it starts with small steps. Small steps. So in that, pick one small step, just one, that brings you some peace. Whether it be a walk in nature, choosing to work on a hobby, journaling, as I said so many times before, write down 3 things that you're grateful for every single day. 3 different things. Write them down. At the end of 1 year, that's 1,095 different things that you're grateful for. Sometimes we don't even realize that the littlest of things to be grateful for. Like we woke up this morning. God spared our lives to see another day. To me, that's big. But see, we often take these things for granted. If you woke up this morning, everything else in life is operational, I assure you. Because there's people that did not. From all walks of life, from all ethnicities, all genders, they did not wake up this morning. So, taking those little steps, it's like picking up a crayon. It's like picking up a crayon and just making one stroke. One stroke. And I'm still seeing the comments coming in, and I want to thank you for that. I appreciate you so much for being here. Step number 2. Reclaim your colors. Reclaim your colors. You see, as we begin to move forward, the reclaiming of our colors begin. So as we touched upon that last week and the week before, each color represents a stage of healing. And with the gray crayon, it's the accepting of where you are. You're surviving. Ask yourself, what color is my soul in need of? Is it the gray, just accepting where you are and surviving? Is it the blue? Finding those pockets of peace after the storm. Is it the green? Growing while discovering your inner strength. Is it the yellow? Rediscovering joy in small moments. Or is it the red? The red that embraces love and connection. Connecting once again. You see, is it the purple? Gaining wisdom from your journey. Let that color guide your choices of the day. Each color is a part of your healing story. Okay. And then there's step 3. Let me just jump over because I don't want to lose anything along the way. The comment, you're truly helping others with your testimony and life story. You're laying one brick at a time. Each episode is building positivity in each of our lives. To continue to share your story is helping others. Thank you so much. What color is your soul in need of? Great question. Thank you so much. I see in the comments here, thank you for who you are, beautiful, love your passion. Thank you so much. Can you be more than one color? I feel I am yellow, green, and purple. Well, the encouragement is the minimum of one color, but if you feel that you're a little bit yellow, you have some joy, and you're a little bit of green, and you got some purple going on, that's fine. But be a color. Connect with color. Because you see, we've all been broken in our lives. We're all broken crayons. But you see, this crayon, covering here, this crayon here, it's broken. The crayon is now broken. It still colors. It still colors. It might not look the same. It's broken. Can't piece it back together, but it still colors. And that's what's important. So in step number 3, give yourself permission to begin again. And that's something I struggled with. You see, you're not behind. You're not late. You're simply restarting. And restarting, it takes courage. Courage to face your fears. Courage through the difficulties of pain. Courage is taking action. You see, that's what courage is. And then in step 4, embrace the messy middle within the lines. Healing is not neat. Healing doesn't have a time frame. Nobody wrote a book, A, you do this, B, C, D, E, F, and you got to do it in this time frame. That's not how it works. You see, healing's not neat. And there's days that the colors are going to smear. Some days, the colors are going to shine bright. Come, puppy.
My plug is broke.
Okay, here you go. Okay, some days, as I said, keep in mind they're going to smear. Some days they're going to shine bright. But either way, they're part of the masterpiece. Just keep moving one day more than the day before. That's all it takes. You have to move. You can't stay stagnant. You can't stay stagnant. And then there's step number 5. Celebrate the quiet joy. You see, colors come back slowly. So when they do come back, celebrate that laugh that you didn't expect. Celebrate that moment of ease. Don't be like how I was, because here and there, in the yellow color of joy, I would find little pockets and I would laugh about something. And then I would catch myself like, oh my gosh, who saw me? They're going to think I don't care. They're going to think that I didn't love my dad. Stop it. Stop it, Sonya. Okay. However, when I did smile and I had those pockets of joy, they were about my dad. Something that reminded me of him, something that I heard him say, something that my sister said, because when she laughs and it sounds like my dad. But celebrate that. Don't suppress that. Celebrate the moment of ease. Celebrate that day that it didn't hurt as much as the day before. Celebrate it. Because you see, these small joys are the first shades of healing. They're the real first shades of healing. I know I said there's gray and then we go to blue, but when you get to that yellow and you can find some joy, you know you're on your way. You're on your way. And then comes step number 6. Protect your peace. Protect your peace like it's sacred. And while you're doing that, keep the people around you that add color into your life. Let me break that down for you a little bit. Just want to come through again. Another Jacksonville has joined. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. There's so much power in your story. Thank you. Grateful for family, community, and life. Amen. Thank you. I too share that. So with that, okay. So with that, I want to break this down a little bit, like I said. So in that, unfollow anything that is draining. Distance from chaos. Okay, you want to come here? Do you want to see? You want everybody to see you? Yes. Okay, come on. I know that's why you're making the noise. Come on. No, you don't want them to see you? Okay, you want to put it on. He wants to put on his superhero mask. Okay. Okay, yes, it's on your head. There you go. You're the Superman. You got your superhero on? All right. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm not sorry, because family is everything to me. And so my family is also part of the Sonya Dungee podcast. So unfollow anything, again, that is draining you. Whatever that means, unfollow it. Okay? If I have to break that down to you, you might want to demote some people, and you might want to promote others. Okay? Distance yourself from chaos. Whatever's chaotic in your life, remove yourself from it. All right? I've had to do that myself. It's not pretty and it's not easy, but it's something that needs to be done. Say no without guilt. That's easier said than done, Sonya, isn't it? It used to hurt my feelings if I said no. I felt so guilty. But then I learned I had to protect my peace. And so no, it didn't feel so bad after a while. You see, your peace is that palette that you paint from, that you color from. Celebrate yourself. Yourself is important. You see, some people, they bring that light. Some, they bring noise. Choose those who sharpen your crayons, not the ones that break them. Okay? Choose the ones that don't break them, that don't break you. Surround yourself with encouragers. Surround yourself with attentive listeners. And by that, I mean they're paying attention, they're focused, they're watching you when you speak. They come back at you and say, so if I understand you correctly, you're not at your best today. Thank you for sharing that with me. But you see, I'm not going anywhere. I might not know what to say. I may not know what to do, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm listening to you. You see, surround yourself with non-judgmental people. And by that, I mean, when you're speaking with them and when you're unloading and when you're going from that gray to that blue to that green to that yellow to that purple and to that red, they're not judging you. But at the same time, that's the community that's going to support you, that's going to uplift you, but they're going to call you out on your BS also. They're going to empower you. Those are the people that are leveling up where you desire to be. And as a viewer saying, yes, definitely, courage helps and authenticity and values. It also shapes your future and empowers you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Glad you're here. Thank you so much. And I see the value that is being left in the comments. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate you 100%. Just wondering here something. One moment. I want to make sure everybody can see me because my screen here is acting. Okay, one moment. Okay. Tell it, sister. I love it. Thanks. I needed this. I'm so grateful that you're here today, listening attentively, hearing, and that it's resonating with you, because this is what it's all about here on the Sonya Dungee podcast. I wouldn't expect anything less. And then this one is my favorite reminder. You see, this, it helped change my life. You see, you don't have to be perfect to be purposeful. You don't have to be whole. You don't have to be whole to create beauty. Your life is purposeful. Your life still has color. And you, I'm talking to you. You can start coloring again. One stroke of color at a time. And that is what I wanted to hit home with tonight. One day more than the day before, one stroke of color. Whether it be gray, whether it be green, whether it be blue, whether it be yellow, whether it be purple or red. One stroke. And again, to the viewer who asked, can you be multiple? If you're feeling that way, go for it. So I want to thank you for spending this time with me tonight. And if this has encouraged you, please share it with someone who needs to have a little color put back in their world, the way I did. I will give 30 minutes of free, a heart-to-heart with Sonya, for anyone who DMs me. Color my world. I will send you the link to my calendar for that free 30-minute heart-to-heart. So, again, if there's anyone that you can think of, share it with them or go back later and share it with them then. Multicolor is acceptable. Absolutely, it is. I see another viewer has joined. Thank you so much. So, in closing, remember that the world needs your colors. It does. And until next Wednesday, right back here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, keep coloring your world. One crayon at a time is all that it takes. Remember to be always destined for greatness, your very best. Stay safe, stay well. God bless you all, and bye for now.